Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
All right, so far the rest of this afternoon has looked fairly soggy, but we haven't added a whole lot of extra rain, mainly just some heavy drizzle at times, and the cloud cover kind of thickening up in some areas, but we'll slowly start to see that thin out just a bit this evening as high pressure's starting to move in, and that's going to take all of this sort of steady rain and steady moisture that jet stream's been kind of pointed right at us for about 24 to 48 hours, basically, start moving that back off to the north, even though it will take a little bit of time this evening. You can see on our Storm Tracker 9 live radar sweep, we're not really getting a whole lot of change in the forecast in terms of what's actually hitting the ground now. So let's break it down for the next couple of nights, what we're going to be dealing with. Drizzle early out there this evening. That should shut down fairly quickly. And as it does, and as we do break up some of the cloud cover, expect the low clouds with fog to fill into the valleys. But we'll be looking at a dry Wednesday overall, and that'll break the stretch of 22 straight days of measurable rain. You got to go all the way back to the beginning of October to actually get some dry time. They'll see a pretty fast but a pretty potent little low pressure system moving in through Thursday. That'll really start to kick up some of the winds out along the coast. We'll have to watch for any wind advisories that start to get posted over the next 24 hours. And the best news of all, looks like we could be in for a full dry weekend forecast. That will be nice. So as we put the clock in through about midnight to about 1:30, you'll see some punches in those clouds, and that's where I think we'll see the fog start to reform. Should see the same thing tomorrow morning, but then there starts to move the warm front closer to the coast. So we may get some breaks in the clouds by late tomorrow afternoon. I don't think it will be much. And then as we get in towards your Thursday, we'll see that system zip on through. So for the rest of this evening, if you still have to head on out to drop off your ballot, should be okay. Temperatures will slowly fall back into the mid-50s. Right now, we're still sitting fairly mild out there at around 57 degrees in Corvallis, still almost touching 60 down in Roseburg, 61 in North Bend. Cooler as you get out to Bend and Sun River at around 50 to 48. And in terms of rainfall, well, we've picked up about a half an inch towards Newport, 4/10 as you get to Corvallis, about a third here in Eugene, and certainly less than that as you get down to some of the southern counties, Coos County, for example, and now to Roseburg. Overnight tonight, no rain out there. Might see some little enhanced drizzle at times, especially out to the coast, but the temperatures should hold in the low 50s. The reason why we're still getting a little bit of that spit out there is because our front is kind of stalled out, sitting just over the mountains, but we've got this high pressure ridge slowly building in, and that'll be enough for the jet stream lifting north. You can see the clouds there on the loop kind of pushing north back up into western British Columbia, and so that's when we'll start to see a bit of a dry out process. Won't last, though, as we get towards tomorrow night and into Thursday. That's when you see that next system slide through. It'll be a fast mover, so that means out ahead of that, late tomorrow night, early Thursday morning, we could be looking at some pretty hefty winds as that front rips on through. So for tomorrow, we'll go light south winds out of the around 5-10 miles an hour probably. Temperatures will likely be at around 60 to 60 through 63 degrees. For the Umpqua, back into the mid to upper 60s and partly cloudy skies by the afternoon. Cascades, it'll start getting breezy late up into the mountains, but we'll see the temperatures in the low 50s. Central Oregon, partly cloudy, warmer. Highs tomorrow will be back up to right around 60 to 63 degrees and around the mid-60s for us here in the Willamette Valley. Clouds should be able to break up some by the afternoon, but I'm going to go partly sunny. We'll go a little glass half full for our forecast tomorrow. Rain's back on Thursday for the coast and then drying out for a couple of days anyway. Friday into Saturday might get a quick hitter moving through sometime Sunday afternoon. The Umpqua actually looking at one day where we'll see some rain showers for sure, and then probably dry as we head into the weekend forecast. Cascades dry tomorrow. See a little bit of a sloppy wintry mix, especially at about pass level or above. Any snow that falls probably won't stick for more than maybe just a few seconds. And here in the Willamette Valley, 66 tomorrow, a little cooler going into the start of the weekend, but a little bump back to the low 60s, guys. And nice to see that stretch. You got to go back to the 4th and 5th of last month to get a Saturday and Sunday where we actually did not see any rain.
We had 1 hour of dry on Saturday. I ran out with a lawnmower and the leaf blower and got right to work.
Got to do what you have to do. That's right.
All right.